Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a lower body day. Today's workout's relatively short. I'll discuss why in the vlog, but I started the day off with easy training max on the back squat, and just did 435, nice easy single, sink it as deep as I could, and just came back up and racked it. So doing all these pretty much low bar, and again, I do one squat every week, one deadlift every week, and then I bench on both of my upper body days, and everything else is hypertrophy. And as I've looked back and forth at my different training logs, looked at how my body responds, what my mood has been like, I've kind of done both extremes in the last year of doing fairly low volume like I did today, right, where we really only got about 4 high quality sets per muscle group. Right, of course, we'll do that twice a week. And this is, again, keep in mind there will be some splash and overlap, between things. There will always be a little overlap. And this is not counting the training maxes. We don't count those as work sets. And here's the thing that I have to look at. I've done as much as 20 a week or more, to where we come in and do 5 sets for an exercise, and I've done as low as 2. And to be honest, I've always been strongest when I keep the volume a little more moderated. And again, it comes down to a point I made when I experimented with the really high volume recently. I feel like my set quality suffers. And almost it feels like if I hold back to do 3 sets on some exercises, and it's something I had to think about when I looked at some of my bench records and then I look at the incline. You guys noticed it yesterday when I took the incline all the way to 3 sets. I got less total reps on all of them than my second set, the workout before. And it's psychological. I will take sets super close to failure and train harder if I only have to do a couple of hard sets. And when I did the math and looked at what I did today, for example, all right, take these, this is a perfect example right here. I was able to get 12 plus reps on this belt squat. I barely struggled through 3 by 10 last time with the same weight, because I'm not thinking about holding back anything in reserve. It's like, let's just take these sets hard. What happens? All right, my 10, 11 rep max on the glute ham raise turned into 12 to 13. My 10 rep sets on those belt squats turned into 12 to 13. I kind of lost count. It was like 12 or 13 on each. One of them I got 12, I think the other I got 13. What does that tell us? Well, if we start looking at effective reps, that means that my maxes are closer to 12 reps, not 10 on stuff like the belt squat. It means I maybe only got 3 quality reps per set the workout before, right? 3 quality. For 3 sets, it's about 9 effective reps, really, of good high quality reps. Right, within 5 of failure. I think I got 10 out of 2 sets today. You guys see what I'm saying? We get done quicker. We get more quality work in. And when I was at my strongest on benching, I mean, I would only do 3 or 4 supplemental sets of pressing after my heavy single. Between flat and incline. At any point when I benched, I've ever had a 365. I think the key here really is ultra high quality sets for me. I respond very well to it. I get bigger, I get stronger, easier. Focusing on recovery. But on these, notice these, I'm taking these as pretty high rep sets, meaning it's like, let's focus on mechanical tension, let's focus on progressive overload. But if we can progress even on lower sets, then we know that we're gaining muscle. And this is where we get into these debates of minimum effective volume. Even the people who promote, the researchers who promote the higher volume trainings all admit minimum effective volume for some advanced lifters is really only a few sets a week. I've even seen Beardsley point stuff out with that. He's like, the really advanced lifters, you guys get buried very quickly with mini sets in terms of peripheral nervous system, other stuff. So, I mean, when I've compared data comparatively, When I keep the volumes more moderated, I've always been my strongest. I mean, even when I hit that 605 cambered bar squat, what was I doing for quads? About 12 total sets a week, counting everything. Right? When I've hit my best benches, I'm only doing about 8 sets of pressing a week. So there comes a point where I go, is this better for me? And it's enjoyable. Because I notice when I do the really high volume workouts, they're grueling. They're not even fun. They're just boring. When I come in and do this, I feel like I'm focused. And that's the thing I noticed, and I wanted to mess with this again today. As again, I always run both ends of the gambit. This felt focused. And at the end of the day, if we can stay focused and we're enjoying it, we're going to keep pushing. We have to factor in psychology. Quite frankly, I found this workout enjoyable. I found a leg workout enjoyable because I wasn't thinking about, oh, it's grueling, I've got a bunch to do. I'm just like, I only had to focus on each set. That's it. I went up, by the way, on the leg extensions and the reverse hyper. And yes, I'm aware that people are like, yeah, but this looks awkward and there's the swing. It doesn't matter. It's too easy when I go lighter. I mean, even with 400 pounds, I was having to do 25 plus reps to get to failure. These around 15 to 17, my quads gave out. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay? And they hit different. I noticed this today. This hit my quads. It felt different. It felt different having done that. And then, of course, when I do the reverse hypers, I can handle this weight for 12 plus just fine. All right. Of course, I'm letting you guys kind of see the lower back and everything today. I need to keep leaning out, obviously. We've made a lot of progress, but as I've said before, at this point in the game, I've got to get bigger arms and I've got to keep tightening up the waistline and losing body fat. Then my physique will be, pretty decent. Keep in mind that we've got the loose fat. Let's call it loose skin is really loose fat. That is what it is. All right, let's call it what it is. Is it's not really skin. If it's only skin, you can see through it. It's transparent. Skin is paper thin. It looks like saran wrap. Especially for fairer skinned guys like me. Like you should be able to, it's transparent. You can see through it. So, keep losing the fat. It'll tighten up. We've made great progress though. But, this workout felt good and I don't feel tired at all. Nothing hurts. I feel invigorated at the end of this workout. Yet I feel like everything got really good stimulus. Because all these sets, most of them were actually right at failure. So these leg extensions were to failure, the calf raises were to failure, and so on and so forth. That second set of glute ham raises, that was pretty much failure. I couldn't finish that last rep. I grabbed the thing and let go because it was giving out. And people might have caught that. But yeah, really happy with this workout today. It felt good. And I think I'm going to try to do this with the upper body. So the trick might be do 2 really hard sets, but you better do a couple of exercises. So I think I'm going to do the same thing for upper, but I need to throw some delt work and stuff in if I'm going to do that. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.